Ekta Suit Manipur Advocacy Coordinator Mamta says women-led rights denial is threat to developmental progress. Ex-MLA R.K. Anand says introducing ADC bill in State Assembly and passing it will be suicidal for Manipur government and threat to territorial integrity of Manipur. Electioneering practices in view of upcoming 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly election intensified across the state. NPP National Vice President cum Deputy CM Y Joy Kumar says NPP will be single largest party to win not less than 20 seats in the upcoming election and form government with either Congress or BJP. Manipur reports 14 new COVID-19 cases, 22 recoveries and no deaths in 24 hours. Recovery rate stands at 98.26%. And India adds 7,081 COVID-19 cases, 7,469 recoveries and 264 deaths in 24 hours. Recovery rate stands at 98.38%. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Sunday Primetime English Bulletin. I'm KANEL SHAMBANDURAM with you. To stay protected from coronavirus, wash your hands frequently, wear your masks properly and maintain a safe distance from one another. Just remember that the fight against the COVID-19 is not over yet. Now, the news in details. Ekta Manipur organized one-day state-level public consultancy program on women-led rights at mini-conference of St. Paul's Retreat House, Manipur today. Advocacy coordinator of Ekta Manipur, Mamata Lukram, highlighted the plights facing women as they are not allowed to be owner of land in the state despite voices being raised for women empowerment. She appealed to government to take up necessary steps and look into the matter. She said it is high time to provide land ownership rights to women. She also mentioned the women-oriented center and state-sponsored schemes taken up by the government. She also said that it is high time for authorities concerned and Manipur State commissioned for women to look into the matter. Women rights representatives from Imphal East, Imphal West, Taubalt, Vishnupur took part in the consultative meeting. Members of the Manipur State Commission for Women L. Dayabati, Deputy Director Finance of Nilit Imphal Premjit, IMC former corporator T. Indrajit and representatives of the various organizations took part in the event.
Nupida lamgi pata pan banatraga nupida lamgi ming pan bhai paside khoigi khunai gi chana kanglon degi khara khaidi thaidoga leibo oibanina akoina kariguma chakha thorang amagi khitang khudong chaba logjege hairagadi lamgi pata daka oirakpa amaromdana khunai gi chana rolna akoi se lamgi pata haibase nupina phangpham thokpa pot oina udaba nupi gi thaba amaka sangjalakpa matamdadi Manipur State Commission for Women gi thodang yam chawe akoi gi khonjel mkhoina puthokpi gadabanina makhoi busu akoi gi district manga dege laiba Imphal East, West, Bisempur, Kaksing, Thobal, Sigi district Mangas degi laiba, Maroibang, Sigi nupi participants sing sidegi, Makoina Tengnaba, Lamgi Pata Litabagi Kudong Chadaba Singado, Tahalaga, Akoi Kamaina Karamba, Mawong Jaba Kanglon Yatlaga, Lamgi Patasi Pangadagi Hypisigi, Maroiba Pandam the Pangtoxabatota.
BJP intending candidate of Nauria Pakanglakpa constituency R.K. Anand said introducing the controversial ADC bill in the State Assembly and passing into and the act will be suicidal for Manipur government and a threat to territorial integrity of Manipur. He said this during the election posture release event held at his residence in Kwakaithil, Akamlekai today. Speaking further, R.K. Anand stressed on the need of state government to take serious steps to face the pressure it is facing from different sides ahead of the upcoming election. He also underlined on state government to discuss on removal of Armed Forces Special Powers Act from the state, looking into the loopholes of inner-line permit system and implementation of a special law for the protection of minority community in Manipur. He is hopeful that the masses will support on sentencing death penalty to drug-related criminals in order to eradicate drugs managed from the state. Anand stressed on the electorates not to cast their vote for a candidate with criminal background and history shattered in the election. E-Shram cards will also distributed to beneficiaries during the event.
kaibo ya ya de wapam yam chawbo issue ni yam debatable ni parliament to ka da koi MP sing na koi Manipur myam puno ma se hup na ma se see wapam yam la khani adu Manipur assembly de ma se table to matab da suicidal for the government, suicidal for the territorial unity and the territorial unity la khani have wapam se koi khudi mung ta pawi ana BJP ye to maintain candidate was BJP executive state executive member mo in masi wapam se koi state government da aina fervently aina appeal to jab se si sima yam khanaraga ya have ya de wapam da koi na assembly de khanaba ya ina de ya de wapam se Manipur kai bo wapam la kai ro de wapam la se hana khana to piro ga kari no wapam da state no buchum ne wapam mai sima tam ge
National People's Party National Vice President and Deputy Chief Minister Yumnam Joykumar expressed firm positivity that NPP will be the single largest party by winning not less than 20 seats in the upcoming election, and NPP forming the next government will with either Congress or BJP. He said BJP boasting of winning not less than the 40 seats in the 2021 election is just for the sake of election campaign. He said this while opening a new office of NPP Wabagai unit at Wabagai supermarket today. He added Congress is the only party which won more than the 40 seats in 2012 and no other political parties broke the records till date. He encouraged the people of the Wabagai constituency to vote for NPP intending candidate M. Ranjit.
Atayna claim to work at the pie as a melody, I said in there. I quit Tadoka, I quit a I need to have quite Nifumuti Tadoka, Nifusi, I quit a Tazavasi, couldn't destroy the Kagan and Tazi. Couldn't they help us? I couldn't destroy Kakan and couldn't come target, politically refused that a National People's Party, single largest party, Manipuri, and Matangi Assembly election. So, you know, again, I may have the Tanzan again. I quit the option lay. BJP के सभी नफ्सुआई, नतर कांग्रेस के सभी नफ्सुआई, कांग्रेस की सु ऐना बाबले आम लोग ट्रामा में के कार्य करने पर कुछ मुकाबले दी कांग्रेस के कोई फुले के सु मशीन जाए, अदो BJP के सु तो जाए, अदो लई वो फिल्म से दा कोई दी NPP दी खादी खुदों चावा अदो फिल्म दा लई
Former Union Minister Thongnawjam Chawba claimed that in the BJP-led government in the state, Deputy Chief Minister in the state was appointed just for namesake, and the role of Deputy Chief Minister is being carried out by Minister Thongant Vishwarjit. He was speaking during launch of Aigi Imung BJP Gi Imung campaign organized by Kundrakpam Assembly Constituency's BJP intending candidate Iromd Mangitond Election Committee at Mangiton's residence today. Speaking further, Chawba said NPP will not even win 10 seats in the upcoming election. He added NPP will approach for alliance if BJP will more than the 40 seats. He also said Congress will test its defeat in the upcoming election as well as there will be no Congress MLA from Imphal East and West Vishnupur.
Congress muthak pa se billion na muthak ka dori ni maagi hakak tani akogi Congress book ta piga dori karamana piga dori maag singe Congress kanggu se tika yang pame han to gi wei pachat moi na to ram bai bo ni na pai na tika to wei chen don lo ga do billion dei si ma khan assembly he phamam da ke jawe moi na langa tani assembly da na nangi program da lami ani happy rage Noi na MLA noi dong ni school phagala lo da noi da school bampi do ni hai chale adu MLA Dr. Langre.
Vice President of Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee MPCC Tongbram Mangi Babu lamented that BJP government has not taken any actions for removal of Armed Forces Special Powers Act completely from the state, but the previous Congress government had repealed AFASPA from the 7 Assembly segments of Manipur. He made the statement while the flagging of the bike rally at the Ibudhau Wangbrain ground in Akampad in Thongju Assembly constituency today. Manipur Youth Congress Committee and Thongju Block Congress Committee jointly organized a bike rally. He added the rally was organized to spread public awareness on malpractices of BJP government.
Ngasi BJP na Oidaba mayama mangang laga lebak sason toba aduga prajana khangjadabanina makhoigi wasing adu sumaboi ningdana asum pangchata chatpa aroibadadi praja singa se khauri oba putharaktana hingbang ambagi adugumba thongna adu leirak oidabu matamasi oichalakpasida aikoina lebak praja mayamda masi makhoi khanghanba changi madudi mori sarkar ase singi sarkar ni oidaba ngangbagi sarkar ni moidi bharot संविधान bu khongoinaba ganatantra bu khongoinaba aduga lebak sigi lairabagi sumayokta leiba lomi chimni gi sumayokta leiba aduga achaw sang ena khunbang aktabu yokhatba adugumba capitalist ki adugumba society amada poruna bu honabani.
Attending the event, intending candidate of Thongju constituency Sanglakpam Prashujit alleged that seating MLAs of Thongju Assembly constituency for being double standard in attitude. He also alleged the BJP government for adding plights to farmers and poor people and making false promises on cutting down the price of essential commodities and providing essential items abundantly to the people.
Pochegi maman hongdar kani habagi thao hongdar kani habagi akhoida wahai mayam thambirame adu hoji ona taina bada pochei maman tanghalakpa thao maman tanghalakpa amadi hojik kendra sida akhoigi ima isi isal yam mam khura kayama hoji awaba mathakta do hena pochei maman tanghalakpa na maram moraga hena wasalakpa hojik hingbagi asasi nong gi sumlayaktabagi film leiba sigi tanja sida hojik mayam Hujik laiba kendra da natana Manipur gi miyam na khola wena hujik lakpu lawpa hore BJP government gi mayokta akoi posai tangkhala liba amadi hujiki luraba tanja sida hoi karamain tokdana BJP do hoi bot pi ga dorim no haibi wahangji mayam nuji hangnari.
Manipur Pradesh A. Sarada said that it is too early to announce BJP candidates for the upcoming 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly election. She was responding to media on the sideline of launching of Aigi Imung BJP Gi Imung campaign at the residence of State President of BJP Yuva Morcha M. Barish Sarma at Wangkai Ningtem Pukrimapal today. Speaking further, A. Sarada said BJP is a national political party. She stressed on the need for critical evaluations for loting BJP ticket. She added the campaign was held to bring back BJP government in the upcoming election and in wake of the future developmental undertakings by the government. A. Sarada hoisted BJP flagged and teamed led by her also bested Aigi Imung BJP Gi Imung posture door to door.
Ticket ti aikoina hojik matam aikoina haiba madu aikoina hojik haiba gi matam ji kitang chungalli kaigino haiba matam da koi national party ni na aikoi punna phaminara kanda adugumba koi lautopagi matam mama aikoina yanaraba matungda maduda lautokada bani aduna aikoi madugi matam madu so dum lakani aikoina praja singda aigi imung bhajpa gi imung BJP gi imung haidana aikoina koi sticker pudana report card pudana aikoina imung sangdana praja sing unaba matamda aikoina praja singna aikoida yes aikoi Bharatiya Janata Party bu nungsi aikoi Bharatiya Janata Party gi imung ne haiba praja gi response ado madu aikoi punna puraga sanmina ba ko chathaba program ni.
Intending candidate of Nadia Pakanglakpa Assembly constituency, who is also General Secretary of MPCC, Dr. S. Manauton, appealed to general public to vote for right candidate in the 2022 State Assembly election, considering their experiences with the attitude of state government in the past and at present. He made the statement during an election campaign rally which kick-starts from the Mekola ground organized by Congress workers and supporters of Manauton today. The rally covered Mekola, Maitramd and Lairenjamd villages. Speaking further, Manauton stressed on the electorates to vote for a candidate who will work for youths and strive for betterment of the constituency and its people.
Government semnaribu kaya asigi mahaw khoi loina khange maram maduna sina phai natraga sina phatte habatu Manipur miyam ne hena khangi bani khangi ba kaya do vote thadalam dai matumna vote changmadagi kawgi ba akaw pari chanbadu naina da bidan takti minna sina vote PCA dana Manipur miyam da appeal tawjari nauriya gi miyam da haijari loina na aina nauriya pakanglakpada karigma laibak phadra mihusi oirapa targadi matam kuina nogudraba nauriya gi miyam gi maithongda momo nokpagi sakta mama inau nongna satkai halakpado madu aigi election lepagi pandamne.
State President of the Republican Party of India, Athwale, and intending candidates of Kesamthong constituency, Maheshwar Thongnaujamt, made it clear that RPI Athwale will not ignore the people and promises made to the public after winning the election. He said RPI has been helping the people and taking developmental activities since the party became popular in the state in the past 4 years. Maheshwar made the statement during the establishment of a committee for men and women in polling 12 by 14 and 12 by 16 Kesamthong Hodam Ledak and opening of his new election office for the 2 polling stations. Maheshwar also visited residents of the 2 polling stations and looked into their grievances.
What Karakana do Tabak Togani Habadi, Rastiti Wala Ariba, strategy Habadi, Mayam Sinsigi, what Mayagi Tamai and Nabu Poto, the Senate Republican Party of India Atawalena Zaninde, Adunabunga Sibo da Kwe, the Senate Republican Party of India Atawalena Manipur, the Hek Chang Amatunda, Sahimari, Mamandagi, who left and Tabak Tolak Chavani, Kasamtung Kendra Manunda, Ayam Bakoyum Tong Kuding, Program Kanze, who's Ipodado, a what Palaba sings you, who's a door to door chat Pesida, a Kohena Kanzan Nabagita Makta, a quick campaign Sigimatakta, a Koyam Quinata Bidolina Hosa, who gave Habiki Pandam Changan Zarapane.
Langthabal Assembly Constituency's MLA Karamshyam said that he will win the upcoming election by more than 10,000 votes to his nearest rival. He was speaking during the inauguration of a badminton court at Langthabal Kunja Awangkalaikai Community Hall organized by Kunja Universal Club today. Speaking on the occasion, MLA Karamshyam highlighted the benefits of community hall. He assured possible aids to youths in various aspects of their growth and development. He also mentioned the developmental initiatives taken up in the constituency.
Asuk yamna tauraga onba hongba porakrabase kari taurige haiba wahangse masigi paukhumdi propaganda na yaroi lakadaba 2022 ki election taranithoi suba Vidhan Sabha da vote lising kayam helaga egi rival lagi mai pakpa ngamge haibado madu khangaba matungda Langthabal Kendra Praja Singna MLA bu support tawina traga tawde do adi khangna gadaba matam oire aduna maram sadaba tawragadi tawi haiseba tawdragana tawdi haiseba afaba thabak tawrpa kandadi pungning thogat seba matamdu da afaba tawning thabak tawning bagi wakalon se phon ganeba.
Manipur State Council CPI has submitted a memorandum to Prime Minister Narendra Modi demanding prompt withdrawal of privatizations of Birti Kendrajit International Airport. The memorandum said the compensation policies taken by the union government are not helping landowners who gave up their land for expansion of Birti Kendrajit International Airport, but affecting them physically, psychologically and economically. CPI Manipur and the memorandum allege NDA government in the center for adopting neoliberalism policies and trying to hand over the airport to private parties, invested interests, corrupted capitalism. A clinic named Dr. Join's Clinic was opened at Island Hospital in Kanchipur, Imphal today. The clinic will specialize in the treatment of bone and joints related ailments, including arthritis. Dr. Join's Clinic also aims to rendering service on treatments of accident, infected injuries and sports injuries. Attending the event as chief guest, Director of Jawaharlal Nehru Institute of Medical Sciences, Professor L. Devend appealed to authorities of the every private clinic and private hospitals in the state not to charge unreasonably huge amount of money from patients and refraining from the practice of not releasing mortal remains of patients from the hospitals or clinic until their treatment fees are cleared. On the other hand, Director of Dr. Join's Clinic, Dr. Dhananjay Gupta, said the clinic is offering rehabilitations, regeneration, surgical reconstructions and joint replacement treatment to patients at reasonable price.
Manipur Praja University mayam se mapan sabuani asha aiba manbuani manungdadi kayumba hostel private am da sara kaneda mana tungiba kari yo thomaga madudi bill biramaga yumda le heba paule ei ta sei aruga kayumba hostel su dead body se logo yakaba magi bill pidre ne anam se pure anam se yengure dead body se shire ꯂꯥꯏꯕꯛ ꯊꯤꯗꯅ ꯁꯤꯕꯒꯤ ꯉꯁꯥꯏꯒꯤ ꯃꯥꯒꯤ ꯕꯤꯜꯗꯨ ꯄꯤꯗ꯭ꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯗꯦꯠ ꯕꯣꯗꯤ ꯄꯨꯕ ꯌꯥꯗꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯅ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯌꯥꯎꯋꯦ ꯑꯩꯁꯦ ꯄꯥꯎ ꯇꯥꯖꯩ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯨꯝꯕꯗꯨ ꯇꯧꯕꯤꯗꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯑꯅꯥꯕꯒꯤꯁꯦ ꯃꯁꯤ ꯈꯔ ꯀꯟꯁꯦꯁꯅꯦꯜ ꯔꯦꯠꯇ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯇꯞꯅ ꯇꯞꯅ ꯐꯒꯠꯂꯛꯅꯕ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯁꯤꯟꯃꯤꯟꯅꯁꯤ ꯑꯩꯁꯨ ꯑꯩꯒꯤ ꯃꯥꯏꯀꯩꯗꯒꯤ ꯄꯥꯡꯖꯒꯦ.
Routine OPDs at CJ Hospital, CJ Eye Care Foundation, Health Village, Langold and CJ Urban OPD Kesampad will remain closed on December 22nd and 23rd for reasons of inauguration of CJ Academy of Health Sciences SAHS and CJ Annual Meet 2021. Emergency services will remain unaffected. Manipur added 14 new confirmed cases of COVID-19 out of 1,206 samples tested in the last 24 hours. Today's COVID-19 positivity rate stands at 1.16%. As per the latest report from State Health Department and COVID-19 Command Control Room, the total confirmed cases of COVID-19 in Manipur have reached 1,25,627. Active cases are 195. No COVID patients died in the past 24 hours. That total remains at 1,995. 22 recoveries were reported in the past 24 hours. Total recovered cases are 1,23,437. Manipur's recovery rate stands at 98.26%. Director of Human Rights Alert Bablu Tongbom said civil society organizations working for human rights in the state will strive for uprooting the evil practice of forcefully eloping women from the state. Bablu informed this while speaking at a media conference attended by members of Girls Up, Mingsild, EEVFAM and AMKIL at the Office of Human Rights Alert in Kwakethil, Imphal today. Speaking to media, Bablu condemned that a 35-year-old man from Mayang Imphal Konchak Mayay Leka allegedly forcefully eloping a woman, supposedly his friend, on the pretext of having a meal together on the 12th of December. He termed the incidents as violations of women's rights and outdated. He added an application has been submitted to Women Commission in this regard and necessary actions will be taken accordingly.
Nampuda sumaina phabi bagi chatnabi se mase akhoi hana tawramaga su mase amuk hana tawroisi amadi masina nupi oi bagi magi most fundamental oi ba masagi future karamba mong da lepcha ga doino haibado madubu namthabi ba adunguma chatnabi ni aduna mase akhoi mayam punna condemn tawmina bagi press conference ama tawjabani masiguma thabuk thogdramsi chathadana aduga hana leijaramaga siguma patriarchal norm je mase akhoi thugai ginana ba amadi masi amuka hana chanadana ba akhoi hapta amai manungda Manipur Women's Commission da su akhoina darkast haraga masiguma norm si amuk hana leitana ba thabuk thoram mayam lokhat pirakna ba akhoi darkast habji warep si logjare ngasi.
Acting on a team of a combined team of COB Thobalt along with Police Commando Thobalt District launched an operation at Kekman and arrested a suspected cadre of Pre-Park Pro around 3 p.m. today. The arrested is 18-year-old Mohammed Udoy, son of Abdul Rahman from the Senthai Mayay Lekai, Mayang Imphal, who is identified to be a new recruit in the group. Proscribed KCP Military Council's progressives claimed the outfit has concrete evidence that Chairman of Council of Higher Secondary Education Manipur, Kosemed Lamabam Mahendra and the Kosemed Secretary Chabungbam Viren Singh were corrupted during job recruitment process of Kosemed. Press release from KCP MC Progressive claimed Chairman Mahendra recruited his daughter and she is getting salary without going to work. Proscribed group informed it will look into the matter. Well, now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you news updates on coronavirus cases in India and the world. We will be back with details after the break. Until then, keep watching Impact News.
Notice the ahan oina RBI na regulate toba amasung Ministry of Finance, Department of Financial Services, Government of India na Surface Act 2002 gi makada financial institution ama oina sakang kraba Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Housing for All mission gi makada subsidized home loan pi with the mangjil thariba Panthoibi Housing Finance Company Limited amadi masigi sister company singi Guwahati yauna branch tarahumdoi hangdokchare chahi tarataret ki khongchata lakraba Panthoibi Housing Finance Company Limited tagi miyamna financial facility sing lawirana ningsingjari Panthoibi Housing Finance Company Limited and its sisters companies Uripok Taurambam Laikai.
Welcome back after the break. You're watching Sunday Primetime, the English Bulletin. India added 7,081 fresh COVID-19 cases, 7,469 recoveries and 264 deaths in past 24 hours. As per the latest report of Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, India's COVID-19 active cases stands at 83,913. Total recovered cases have reached 3 crore 41,78,940 and recovery rate stands at 98.38%. That total has reached 4,77,422. Over 137 crores 46 lakh doses of COVID-19 vaccine have been administered in India so far. Globally, coronavirus has infected above 27 crores 46 lakh 33,000 people. Above 53 lakh 68,000 people have died and recoveries are above 24 crores 64 lakh 68,000. United States of America has the highest active cases of above 1 crore 3 lakh 53,000 in the world, followed by Brazil and India. Speaker of Manipur Legislative Assembly Yumnam Khemchand underlined on having BJP absolute majority government in the state to ensure a corruption-free Manipur. He said this during BJP Kamal Sakhi Booth Sammelan and executive meeting convened at Singjimai Yumnam Laikai Larimbi ground organized by BJP Mandal Mahilya Morcha today. Khemchand went on to say that BJP-led coalition government in the state often comes across near to fall out experiences due to differences among political leaders. He encouraged the people to support in forming BJP absolute government in the 12th state assembly election. Addressing the meet, BJP Manipur Pradesh President A. Saradas stressed that the state will progress only when women took an active role in the politics.
Sasandari manadaba don mayam ama paidaga leibadina sasan tawu tamdari aduki matik wana edi miyam da phondu takasu awaba sasan namina laki tangka kayada sagar kaige tawgi tangka mayam thinglarki paramdi tonga ba idol tonga mo oidna koi singjamai da leibidi ba isani sing ma sing ine sing tonga ba jaga da leiba mayam su message am ka priani aidi apaba corruption yaw da sasan ama thamse hai taragadi BJP ki absolute majority sarkar ko sange se big away maru mapang sing atu wa kendra gi mayam message kambira kanda BJP da bo thada bi o ya hain mu sing tham jani si
Manipur gi nupi sing yam advance hoy tongan ba hiram da mathawna yam na lei aduna nupi sing na rajniti gi lam da su kharaga hen na mangjil thana advance hoy na ai koi thabak tawba taragadi Manipur se Karaga hena santi laiba purak na mahot na bada ay koi sungsoi soi dana hen na mai pakpa ma oigani.
MLA of Sagolban constituency RK Imo stressed on BJP supporters to strive for having an absolute BJP government in the state. He was speaking during inauguration of a community hall at Kesamthong Kabuikul in Infal today. Speaking on the occasion, MLA Imo said the central works in the interests of the general public. He informed preparations have been made to distribute Nabsa rationed rice to all the individuals in Sagolban constituency who are above 5 years, and distributions of Nabsa rice has been extended for another 6 months.
hayeng party na di ticket amamam kitani piduripse aduna akhoina su appeal tabi yaragadi ticket phangba mi du da mayam se loina mak sagat piba sarkar se achet pa government ma porak paip se akhoi gi daitani handaki chahi manga se shriyen biren gi government si chahi manga de mapum pharaga su stable oba government ma oi gi de se khoi loina mak na khangi irang kya thokre rajya sabha gi da sarkar pami na mo na su moina bok to indhu na ba tawgi aduna rajya sabha da natna no conference motion matam da su kya da wanagi aduna haiba tawri ba se kamaina khoina deal tawgani haragadi kunthra gi mathakta stable oba yamna absolute majority oba adugumba government ma daka tai akhoi gi shriyan biren singh gi makhada aduna haiba sigumba government si porakna ba hona bada BJP gi tanabiri ba ate ate candidate sing su akhoina request tawjari yaragadi party si bu nungsi bitna chongthok pi leba mayam se hayeng candidate tu gi phangi ba adugi matung ni na koi se ama toina thogot minasi aduga ama toina koi thabak to minase.
One-day public consultation program was held at Takyal Kolom ground in Patsoi constituency today. BJP Awareness Campaign Committee of BJP Patsoi Mandal conducted the program under the supervisions of intending candidates of Patsoi constituency W. Ibomcha. Speaking at the event, Ibomcha stressed on the need of BJP candidates from Patsoi constituency winning the upcoming election for the development of Patsoi constituency, which is lacking behind in many areas. A large number of BJP supporters attended the program. Rhythms of Manipur performed during the program.
Taraga nitoi suba Manipur Bidhan Sabha ki election da Patsoi kendra ki waina BJP candidate ama soidana vote kana bagi pandabdani jin Narendra Modi ki leadership makhada afaba government ama afaba governance ama akhoi adugum bagi pandamda BJP ki lengak Manipur da amuk bakhata lakwa matamda Patsoi kendra ki su BJP ki adugum candidate do kahanduna lengak ta yahunduna awon ba prokoda choba aron ba Manipur ma prokoda choba thodang loba ki pandamda ngasi suguma program sing pangthok sabani.
Kairao Assembly constituency BJP intending candidate Tojam Devananda said Kairao Assembly constituency is lagging behind in various aspects and asserted that such is consequence of supporting ineligible candidate in the previous elections. He was speaking during debut launch of Aigi Imung BJP Gi Imung campaign at Kiamgai Khoirom Laikai for the constituency today. Speaking on the occasion, Devananda alleged previous MLAs of the constituencies for failing to develop the constituency. He said that he decided to contest elections to bring better changes in the constituency.
Aina Kairao Kendra gi Praja ama oina sum leirakpa matamda Kairao Kendra sida thulakhiba mamangi mantri oibi khiba natragana ekoi gi president MLA aiba MLA natraga mantri sing mamang oibajingna tawgiba thabak thoram sing asi khoina sum yeng penjadaba aduga aikhoina election thengnaba matamda lairai su hairaba isa isu sing khang hairaba mayamna Kendra sigi khangadaba natraga assembly amadi parliament da indian constitution da kari hairi haiba khangba ngamdaba aduguma miosing thagalubadagi
Vishnupur Assembly constituency BJP intending candidate Konthojam Krishna Kumar said he decided to join politics to serve the people, not to attain power nor engage in corruption. He was speaking during distributions of gas connection to 132 beneficiaries under Ujjwala 2.0 at Ningthau Khong Bazaar Ward number 2 organized by BJP Vishnupur Mandal. Along with him today, Krishna Kumar appealed people to allow him to continue to serve the people in future too.
BJP ki chana pathaptadi hanagi BJP da wajjarakpa mi singi mafam yam chaun leibani ai hana BJP ki kendra sigi BJP da thawai yauna awa ana mandalga amadi district ka punna khusamna na chatmina jarakpa BJP ki worker karyakarta amani masigi damakta ai ha chama da chama thajaba leijaba nupa amani candidate amawaina.
Vishnupur constituency intending candidate Oinamd Navakishore launched Aigi Imung BJP Gi Imung campaign. Speaking to media, Oinamd Navakishore highlighted various developmental activities taken up by BJP-led government. He also said that the campaign was carried out to take suggestions from the public regarding developmental initiatives. Aigi Imung BJP Gi Imung campaign was also launched at the Thoubal district today. Thoubal constituency intending candidate the Konsamt Michael and BJP Thoubal Mandal member pasted stickers and posters of the campaign door to door. Speaking on the occasion, Michael said awareness on developmental activities taken out by BJP government will be carried out and appeal to people to support the BJP. Kesamtong constituency is intending candidate Ilangbum Johnson to open an election office at Ilangbum Lekai Ledakmacha today. Speaking on the occasion, Johnson appealed to people to vote for eligible candidate. Sekmai Assembly constituency is intending candidate Ayangbam Okain claimed that Sekmai Assembly constituencies have turned into a place where youths have no future in it. He was speaking on the sideline of youth bike rally carried out by Okain supporters today. The rally covered almost every part of Sekmai Assembly constituency. Speaking further, Okain said Sekmai is lacked in developments in terms of road connections, health facilities, education and others. He called for better changes in the constituency. He added the rally was carried out with an aim to bring changes along with youths.
Development natragana any matamatamdugi government piba subsidized rate boiro har boiro akoina pendaba si mamangda akoi kendra dadi yamna sentimental oibai sumayamam thengnaki leliasi akoi sengmai kendra da praja singna asha tawningai uraktaba tungi lambi mangjilakpa aduna akoi ge anoba asha maruaina youth singi tungi karigumba awonba khara purakna bohna hodragadi sengmai kendra si atopa kendra singa mimanaba ngamdaba adumba kendra oi horani haibadagi youth mayam punjilaga awonba sengmai kendra magidamakta target ama tawjarganda akhoi ngasigi leli si sinjabani.
Business Excellence Group organized a motorcycle rally today carrying the message of free and fair election in wake of 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly election. President of Business Excellence Group Dr. Bomcha Thokjom the flag of the rally from the Sanamahi Motors Singjamai. The rallies went through Babupara, Palace Compound, Ngarian Hills, Yadipok, Thoubal, Kakching and concluded at Kongjom War Memorial Complex. Speaking on the occasion, Tourism Director W. Ibohalda said election has a great role in bringing changes in a state. He appealed to those concerned not to get swayed by money and muscle power. Speaking at the event, Dr. Bomcha assured to conduct such campaign in the near future for free and fair election.
Nasigi campaign free and fair election haibase yamna matang saba tungda changes por kadaw potse nangonda pidiba once in a 5 years ki chance masini haina khalaga karamba makham miyoida karamba person da masigi potse pigadage haibase mayamna munna khanbiyu
praja khudingba aki khang yaudana masa masagi photo apa apa makini da thadabiu aduga masida matam manghandana khana chainadana yakhai thingai pibase masi tawdana ba mayam awareness ama khambina ba changi haibagi message ama pinungna tawjabani.
NPP Manipur State General Secretary Organization Sheikh Nurul Hassan declared warm welcome to solo marathoners worker Anish Ahmad from the Kwakta Municipal Council, Ward number 7, who did solo marathon work at Shillong in Meghalaya on Green India, Green Northeast, Green Meghalaya, saved forest, saved wildlife, and his supporters who are also GUFI members. The felicitation event was held at Kongwa in the Khetrigao constituency today.
Mang tharabasi mang thadnaba amadi hanagi natural balance laknana ba ikoi makhina askum laba messaging ase amna maru oina ikoi masengi marakta sandokna duna amadi awareness ase ikoi loina makta phangina duna pepuna phona mena ba makak changi haiba performance ngasigi igi now anisna Meghalaya dagi national campaign haudura bagi tungda asi halakpasi dai namabu taramna opogi pharmacy da media gi khutang sumnai thamje.
Poetry book Mang Lalon Bagi Mangland, written by Doneshwar Konsamd, and Anoba Maithong, written by Santo and were released at Manipur Hindi Parisat Hall today. Public Library Mayang Imphal organized the event sponsored by Human Resources Development Center Mayang Imphal. Speaking on the occasion, writer Doneshwar Konsam said Mang Lalon Bagi Mangland is a composition of 100 Manipur poems. The poetry book was released in both Bengali script as well as Meitei Mayek. Mang Lalon Bagi Manglan is the 11th poetry book of Doneshwar Konsamt, while Anoba Maithong is the debut poetry book of Santo Amb.
Aduga ijari baji sairing lairik ni paring tarana chaba peramam na paring ahum moiba aroi bada paring ama Meitei Mike yauna mai punna namjabani lamaya mamda mathaktana bangla makhadana Meitei Mayek aduga sairing ni ai ijari baji masi aina di Shaigi Mihul Hunba, Aduga, Sairing Makumutpa, Sairing Nataba Sairing, Aina Adum Haji, Kanagumana, Machibu, Sairing Lenena, Ibir Paya, I get him Sairing. I can see Pomina Riba, Larry Sisu Sairing, was a Santo Manigi, Masana, Ahan Buini is about the same, but was a Santo Malindi, playwright, Ramagi, Larry Yamna Ibiba, Adudan Natana, Tongan Dongan Mausaga, Manaba Mausagi, Kuchimgi, Hek Uwazi Adum. Person if I told you, but Yamna experience labor, Yamna Hishingba, Adumba, Ivani was a Santo Manisi, Yamna Mamingchapa, Ivani.
Poetry book Wakhalgi Yening, written by Yengkond Rama, was released at Manipur Dramatic Union MDU Hall, the School Police Land, organized by Lemerol Khoije called Lekold today. Former chairperson of Manipur Women Commission, Professor Chongtham Jamini, president of Lemerol Khoije Kol, Lemkol, KSH Subadani, convener of the Manipuri Language Advisory Board, Sahitya Academy, K. Kiran Kumar, and Manipur University School of Humanist Dean Professor Nahakpamd Aruna attended the event. Well, now it's time for the sports news. Chennai Football Club defeated Odisha Football Club 2-1 in yesterday's match of the ongoing Hero Indian Super League ISL 2021 at Tilak Maidan. For the winners, Garmanpreet Singh and Marian Murzaif score 1 goal each at 23rd and 63rd minute. The lone losing goal was scored by JV Harmendest at 90 plus 6th minute of the match. Goa and Hyderabad ended in 1-1 draw during the match played at GMC Athletic Stadium. Goa's goal was scored by Airam Kebrare at 62nd minute, while Hyderabad's goal was scored by Joel Chinese at the 54th minute. A match between Mumbai City and Kerala Blasters is underway since 7:30 at Vatodara Stadium. KIYC Khetri Iril Mapal has emerged successful at the 14th Manipur State League. Old Manipur Football Association organized a football league under the sponsorship of the KH Joy Kishan at artificial turfed ground Lamlong, which will be held till December 21. In the 38th match, KIYC Khetri Iril Mapal drubbed DM Rao Awang Sekmai 3-0. For the winners award, Chui Pai Kasung, MD Imdad and S. Kapfoy scored 1 goal each at 36th, 54th and 73rd minute. In the 39th match, Neroka Nambul Mapal will play against Nisha Thangmai Band, and in the 40th League AFC Thaubal, Athokpam will take on UKB Churachandpur. Players of Lions Gym Health and Fitness Kwakaithil Haino Kongnembi, who won medals in the 59th Mr. Manipur 2021 organized by All Manipur Bodybuilding Association and first Bobby Classic state level competition, were accorded warm welcomed during a reception function held at the gym premises today. Provider of Lion Gyms Health and Fitness, Dr. Lucky Kanta, presented gifts to players RK Neha and Sophia, Sanjoy AK, K Lamnganba and Chirom Renedy during the occasion. In connection to these, Dr. Lakikanta expressed positivity that Lions GM Health and Fitness will continue to nurture more successful players.
ꯑꯩꯍꯥꯛꯀꯤ ꯖꯤꯝꯗ ꯁꯥꯟꯅꯕ ꯂꯥꯛꯄ ꯀ꯭ꯂꯥꯏꯟ ꯃꯈꯜ ꯃꯊꯦꯜ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯌꯥꯎꯖꯩ ꯑꯗ ꯁꯦꯝꯕ ꯊꯣꯛꯀꯗꯧꯕ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯌꯥꯎꯕꯁꯤꯡꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯍꯥꯛꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯂꯩꯀꯥꯏꯒꯤ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯅ ꯐꯤꯁ ꯍꯟꯗꯅ ꯂꯧꯕ ꯑꯗꯩ ꯐ꯭ꯔꯤꯗ ꯁꯥꯟꯅꯍꯟꯕ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯇꯧꯖꯔꯤ ꯕꯣꯗꯤ ꯕꯤꯜꯗꯔꯁ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯨ ꯑꯩꯍꯥꯛ ꯂꯣꯏꯅ ꯁꯥꯟꯅꯍꯜꯂꯤ ꯐ꯭ꯔꯤꯗ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯁꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯇꯧꯔꯒ ꯑꯩ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯦ ꯌꯣꯛꯈꯠꯀꯦꯅꯁꯨ ꯈꯟꯖꯔꯤ ꯑꯩꯍꯥꯛ ꯖꯤꯝꯗꯒꯤ
Have in this bulletin, but before we wind up, let's take a glimpse at the headlines once again. Ekta Parishad Manipur Advocacy Coordinator Mamata says women's land rights denial is threat to developmental progress. Ex-MLA R.K. Anand says introducing ADC bill in State Assembly and passing it will be suicidal for Manipur government and threat to territorial integrity of Manipur. Electioneering practices in view of upcoming 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly election intensified across the state. NPP National Vice President cum Deputy CM Y. Joy Kumar says NPP will be single largest party to win not less than 20 seats in the upcoming elections and form government with either Congress or BJP. Manipur reports 14th new COVID-19 cases, 22 recoveries and no deaths in 24 hours. Recovery rate stands at 98.26%. And India adds 7,081 COVID-19 cases, 7,469 recoveries and 264 deaths in 24 hours. Recovery rate stands at 98.38%. Thank you so much for being with us. Coming up next is Sunday Primetime Manipuri Bulletin. In the meantime, for more news and information, please do not hesitate to follow Impact TV on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and YouTube. Until then, have a great evening and always stay safe.
Second distribution of martial arts, mats and equipments under supervision of Honorable Chief Minister of Manipur. Khanghanjaba. Lagliba December Tangkun, Ningthaukaba Numit, Nungthil Pung Mari Makai Taba Matam.